Hello everybody, ZXPresto here, and today I'm going to do a tier list on every single Mortal Kombat character by strength in terms of actual strength in lore, not in gameplay, just in lore and story. So, this is going to make a lot of people mad. I already know it, but I am completely fine with that because it's not new to me. I've made people mad in the past. I'm going to make people mad in the future, and I'm going to make people mad today. So here we go. So this is going to be S tier. So let's say uh, Titan tier. That'll be Titan tier. I'm not going literal Titan. I'm just going like that's just what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna put this as God tier. I'll put this as hero tier. I'm gonna put this as jobber tier. And then I'm just going to delete this one. All right, so we got Titan tier, God tier, Hero tier, and Jobber tier. All right, so here we go. We're going to get right into this. First up, we have Baraka. Now, during this video, I'm also going to talk about how strong characters are in terms of scaling. I'm not actually going to go over specific scaling. I'm going to go to where they scaled other characters. But this is going to make a lot of people mad, but here we go. So, Baraka. Baraka's definitely Jobber tier. He is not anything special. He is just some guy that does jobs for people and gets bodied like 99.9% of the time. Next, we have Cassie. Cassie is actually surprisingly God tier. We know from MKX. She beat Shinnok, so that's something. Next, we have Cetrion. Cetrion is above Cassie in God tier. Cetrion is very strong. Next, we have Devora. Devora, I'd put in Hero tier. I mean, she did beat Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 11 story. By the way, there is going to be many spoilers, but yes, she did kill Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 11 story. Next, we have Aaron Black. I'd put Aaron Black in Jobber tier above Baraka. Can I please? All right, there we go. Got Aaron Black above Baraka and Jobber tier. All right, next we have Frost. Frost is pretty strong, but she's not as strong as Devora in my opinion. So that's where I'm going to put Frost. She's kind of just like a worse version of Sub-Zero. Okay, so here we go. We have Gearus. Gearus is definitely God tier. I'd put Gearus above Cetrion. Gearus is very, very strong. He can't die. It's completely impossible. He has time freezing abilities. He has time manipulation. He is very strong. So I'm going to put him right here at the top of God tier. I don't think anybody else is going to go above him in God tier. Um, Next we have Jackie. Jackie's like low hero tier. She's nothing special, but she's also not too bad. She's not Jobber tier. Next we have Jade. Jade is pretty strong. I'd put Jade right about here. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good place for Jade. She's pretty strong. Next, we have Jax. Jax is definitely high hero tier. He is a very strong character in the story. Of course, he got turned into a revenant, but he's still a very strong character. He ain't no slouch. All right, next we have Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, he's gonna go in God tier right under Cassie Cage because he was almost as strong as Cassie Cage because they got the Cage shadow. But um, yeah, that's where I'm gonna put Johnny. Next we have Cabal. Cabal, high jobber tier. He is nothing special anymore. He used to be good, but he ain't nothing anymore. Next we have Kano. You know damn well Kano's getting put in jobber tier, right above Baraka, because he's a bit better than Baraka, but nothing special. All right, yeah, because he gets bodied almost all of the time, so that is why we are putting him right there, right safely in jobber tier. All right. Next, we have Katana. Katana, I'd put her right above uh, Devora. Actually, yeah, that's a good place for her. Katana's a pretty strong character. I mean, she did blind Shao Kahn, but that's about it. She didn't do much else. Um, Next, we have Collector. Collector's also another jobber, but he's high. Actually, you know what? I'd put him low hero tier. He is a pretty strong character. Um, he's also rather cool, in my opinion. But that's really all I have to say about him. Next, we have Kotal Khan. I'd put Kotal Khan at the top of hero tier, or bottom of god tier. Kotal Khan is very strong. Of course, people like Devora did catch him off guard in the story, but I'd say overall, in terms of raw power, Kotal is low god tier, very low god tier. Kronika. Kronika is top of Titan tier. She is very, very strong. Uh, 1 second. Oh, never mind. I was about to say we were missing somebody. No, we're not. Kung Lao. Kung Lao is going at the top of hero tier. He is a very strong character. He helped out the story a lot. Him and Liu Kang went against Gears. Now I'm going to do this as Fire God Liu Kang. Fire God Liu Kang is at the top of Titan tier. All right. Now, here's where we start to get down to the nitty-gritty. Nightwolf. I put Nightwolf right above Jax and Hero. Actually, top of Hero tier. That's a good place for Nightwolf. Nightwolf's very strong. He proved his merits in the DLC story. He is pretty strong. Next, we have Noob. Noob is definitely a strong character, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good place for him. I mean, he is Bihan, so he does have some strength. He has a lot of experience. He was very strong as a Sub-Zero. Um, Not so strong now, but he's also not the weakest. He's probably the strongest jobber we have, so that's why I'm putting him out of the jobber tier list, out of the jobber tier. So that's where I have to put Noob Saibot personally. Next we have Raiden. I'm putting Raiden in Titan tier, under Kronika, of course, because Raiden couldn't do anything in Kronika. But of course, the reason I put Fire God Liu Kang above Kronika is because he, of course, beat Kronika at the end of the story. We're using all characters at their strongest forms, by the way. Um, except for the comic characters because I'm just going to use them as the forms that they are in the story. All right, next we have Scorpion. Scorpion, I'd put right about here probably. I know I said that he got beat by Devora, but that was his old self. He has gotten stronger with age. At least, I think that was his old self, wasn't it? I might be wrong. But overall, I'm putting Scorpion there because I'm pretty sure she got him from behind. He didn't actually lose to her. I don't know. Anyways, strongest form of Shang Tsung. It's like really, really pretentious between these two because it just depends on whether you which story you choose. I chose Shang Tsung's story, so I'm gonna put Shang Tsung above. But of course, they're in reality like equal, to be honest. Shang Tsung with the crown. Actually, nah, Shang Tsung with the crown is weaker than Liu Kang with the crown, so Liu Kang has to go above. Liu Kang with the crown. Fire God Liu Kang with the crown is the strongest character in the game by far. All right. Next, we have Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn, I definitely put high god tier. Probably right here, actually. Maybe even, yeah, high god tier. I think that Shao Kahn is like one of the strongest in the game because if I'm remembering correctly, Shao Kahn beat Gears in the story. I might be wrong, but I think he might have beat Gears. Of course, you can't really beat Gears, but I'm pretty sure he beat Gears. um, but he didn't beat Gears like Raiden beat Gears. But we know that Raiden is a bit stronger than Shao Kahn, so that's why we have to put Raiden in Titan tier and Shao Kahn in God tier. All right. Next we have Scarlet. Scarlet is definitely Jobber tier. Actually, I'll put her low hero tier. She is not the weakest character, but she is nothing special. She is kind of weak. Next we have Sonya. Sonya's another one of those characters. She's a hero tier character, but she ain't nothing special. She's stronger than Scarlet and some of these characters, but I'd put her right about here most likely. Next we have Sub-Zero. It's very close between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but I'm gonna give Sub-Zero the slight advantage, I think. Yeah, I have to do that. That's just because. Anyways, we have Terminator. Terminator in lore, I'd personally say Terminator's like right here. Actually, we have to remember that Cabal is like light speed, so I have to put Cabal way higher. Like in terms of lore, Cabal is actually pretty strong, just not as strong as a lot of other characters. Yeah, I put Cabal like right there. Like Cabal's actually a very, very, very strong character. He just loses a lot. He's lost to like everybody, but I don't know. He has to be under Jax because Jax beat him in the story. So yeah, I think that's a good place for Cabal now. Next we have Sindel. Sindel's a pretty strong character. I'd put her right about here probably. Yeah, I think that's a fair place for her. She did take out a lot. No, I have to put her at the top of hero tier. She took out like everybody and turned them into revenants. That was pretty OP in Mortal Kombat 9. So yeah, that's where I have to put her. Joker. Joker in lore, he's not that strong. I'd put him right there. We're right above Frost. I think that's a good place for him. I'm gonna have to actually no. Frost goes right here. Collector goes right here. I think that's a good place. All right, yeah. Next we have Spawn. This is where it gets very, very uh, uh, like volatile and very, very what's the word? It's gonna make a lot of people mad. I'm gonna put Spawn right about here. Yes, I think some Mortal Kombat characters are stronger than Spawn. That's why I think a lot of people are stupid when they say Mortal Kombat characters are like street tier because, you know, Liu Kang literally beat a woman. That's basically the embodiment of the concept of time. If that doesn't make them strong, I don't know what does. And the fact that they can go hand to hand with Spawn shows that they're obviously some sort of relative. Some sort of relative. I'm not going to say that like every character in Mortal Kombat's equal to Spawn because I'm not that kind of degenerate. But the fact that they can go hand to hand with him, and some of the characters, like the high tier characters, I'd say are equal or stronger than Spawn. So that is where I'm going to put Spawn. Next, we have Fujin. I'm putting Fujin right under Raiden. I'm a little biased towards Fujin, I'll admit, but I'm not going to say he's stronger than Spawn because there is no god that is stronger than Spawn. The only people that are stronger than Spawn are people that have control over the hourglass, people that can literally control time. That's the only people that are stronger than Spawn, in my opinion. So that is where I put Fujin. Next, we have Shiva. Shiva, um, she can go right under Kotal Khan. I think that's a pretty fair place. Or, no, not quite God tier, right here, hero tier. Oh, crap. If we take into account the Mortal Kombat X comics, then Kotal Khan gets like super strong, dude. Yeah, I have to put Kotal Khan like right there because of the comics. Man. Next we have RoboCop. I'm putting RoboCop right under Terminator. I think that's pretty fair. Next we have Rain. Rain is pretty weak, to be honest, but he's like the strongest Edenian, other than Sindel. But next we have Melina. I'd put her right under Katana. I think that's a pretty fair place for her. Then finally we have Rambo. I'm sorry, Rambo, you're like the weakest character here. Okay, so in terms of lore, in terms of story, this is where I rank all of the Mortal Kombat characters in Mortal Kombat 11. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any opinions, leave them in the comments respectfully. Make sure to leave a like and do not forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.